So we've just finished our amazing workshop at the Athenaeum Hotel here in London, diving into the world of predictive talent and how do we utilize AI and technology to try to help us go through that journey or go on that journey and think about the question of how to get work done in a different way. So a big part of the workshop today was looking into Allegis Global Solutions' Acumen Intelligent Workforce Platform, which is a brand new product we're bringing to the market that is enabling us to do exactly that, which is deconstruct work and develop the concept of success profiles, which leads us into an understanding of what work's going to get done, what does good look like, and then how do we then translate that into different candidate personas. And these personas will start to inform and guide a different way to approach the hiring, and then into the sourcing planning, and then onto viewing that in context of market intelligence. What is the data telling us that can set our expectations around how we go out to market, where we should and when we should go out to market for particular types of workers, and what the potential things like how we would pay them, how much we would pay them, etc., would come into play.
So we also spent quite a lot of time talking about the concept of actually engaging with a new model in order to get work done in this way, and conducted a bit of an interactive exercise as it relates to two things really. So number one, the building of success profiles. So really defining what skills, background, behaviours, and the kind of values and cultural fit that we need in order for the candidates to be successful, and agreeing the weightings on those, because that is going to be different by role and by kind of even maybe potentially department. And then the second exercise was really looking at it from what does that look and feel like from a hiring manager perspective. So how do we use the kind of data-driven kind of perspectives of the skills test results and looking at the kind of values and cultural fit assessments to really define and drive the decision making around who we should take through to that scenario-based interview. So I think it was a really good discussion, and we had a lot of conversations, and just really bringing it to life to kind of go, what's happening behind the great technology that really drives the changes in this process.
Yeah. And part of those discussions, Kat, was around the question. Well, the question came up about why are we using job descriptions as a starting point, and it was really interesting to get into that because we've developed a tool to start with job descriptions as a entry point, but we don't have to, because we can type in any statement of intent or statement of requirement into the Acumen platform, and it will generate those success profiles successfully. But the reason we start with a job description is that all organizations have those already. It's a safe place to go where people understand, and from there we can build on the conversation. How do we take a job description, understand its concept, what is work that's going to get done, build out those four components around skills, scenarios, experience, and values and culture fit, and then we work out how then successful hiring can start from that point onwards. So very good discussion about it. I'm very excited about the interest people are showing in that, and it really means that we're on the right path, and we've got the right ideas going here.
And I think that the really interesting point about that is, we talk about the starting point. The big piece around this is that when we talk about this kind of transformational change, we're not talking about enterprise-wide transformational change. So, whether that's a pilot role, a pilot kind of functional area, or even a pilot part of the process, I think by aligning to a process that is familiar, by starting with a job spec, by not taking away the CV, we can really make sure that change journey is at the pace of the individual hiring leader. So, people still have that option. There is the coexistence of the two models, the traditional approach, the predictive hiring approach. But even within the predictive hiring approach, there are things that feel familiar for the hiring manager, so that it doesn't feel like a complete deviation from everything that they know.
So if you'd like to continue the conversation, please get in touch with us.